Hey friends, welcome to Family Friendly Movie Picks. I'm Mr. John. Now, normally each week I give you 3 hidden gems. There are 3 of my favorite movies and I share them with you. However, it's summer. Things are getting so hot. I don't know if you noticed this, but the temperature has been rising. Folks are getting outside more. Kids, a lot of you guys are wrapping up school. The beaches are open. So a lot of folks have less time to sit around and watch movies at home. Even me. So I'm going to pare it down. Each week, I'm still going to give you a pick. I'll give you just one, and I'll mix it up. One week, it'll be live action. One week, it'll be animated, and we'll throw some musicals in there for you too, okay? Just like always, parents, help me out. Do your due diligence. Look at the internet. Make sure that the content is appropriate to play in your house. And always, I want to make sure these movies are available for you. So I've done some research, and I make sure that all these movies will be available for you to find. You might have to spend a couple bucks, but you can get them on a streaming service or YouTube or someplace like that. All right. So without further ado, we're going to go with our pick this week, our quick pick. So this week's quick pick is The Princess Bride. It's a fairy tale told to a boy who's sick in bed, and it's told to him by his grandfather that's come to visit. In this fairy tale, the beautiful Buttercup gets engaged to the cruel Prince Humperdinck after she finds out that her true love, Wesley, was killed by the dread pirate Roberts. But before the wedding, she's kidnapped by a huge man with enormous strength, a master swordsman, and an evil genius. A mysterious masked man must defeat them all and then escape with Buttercup through the treacherous fire swamp. When they're both captured by the prince and his henchmen, they discover that not even death can get in the way of true love. The Princess Bride is one of those classic 1980s movies. I bet most of your parents have seen it already. I don't know if they shared it with the whole family, but this would be a great weekend to do it. It's one of those movies, I love it. Every time I'm flipping around the TV and it comes on, I gotta stop what I'm doing and watch it no matter what's going on. In addition to this being one of those typical princess and hero stories.
Is this a kissing book?
A little bit. There's a lot of great action in this movie too. There's sword fighting, giant wrestling, rope climbing, and horse riding. There's a lot of great acting in this movie as well. Some of my favorite performances are Manny Patinkin as the sword fighter that's out to avenge the death of his father.
Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
There's also Billy Crystal and Carol Kane as Miracle Max and his wife.
Bye-bye, boys!
Have fun storming the castle!
One of my favorite character actors is in this, Wallace Shawn, and he plays the clever and conniving Visini.
Inconceivable.
No, really. The movie's got great music, a wonderful score, and an interesting story too. The music for this was all composed by a guy that was in a band, an 80s band. Your parents probably knew him. His name's Mark Knopfler, and he used to play for a band called Dire Straits. This guy. Now, the director, Rob Reiner, had never met Mark Knopfler, but he knew his music. And he said that Mark Knopfler was the only one that could capture the quirkiness and romance of this movie.
Inconceivable.
Yes. Now, Mark Knopfler said he would do it under one condition. The director, Rob Reiner, had done a previous movie that was really popular. Your parents might have seen it. It was called Spinal Tap. And in that movie, not only did he direct it, but he played the director in the movie.
Why don't you just make 10 louder and make 10 be the top number and make that a little louder?
These go to 11.
And he wore this hat the whole time. It was a Navy hat. Knopfler said he would write the music only if Rob Reiner somehow put that hat into the movie. Now, most of the movie takes place in a castle and faraway land, so how would he get a ball cap in there? Well, he figured out a way. If you love the movie and you want to get a little bit more of it, it was actually a book first. So you can go to the library, go online, buy the book. It's by a gentleman named William Goldman. And here's a little piece of trivia for you. He was really popular in the 70s. He wrote 2 screenplays. Your parents have probably seen it, called Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and All the President's Men. Completely opposite movies of A Princess Bride, but he wrote all of them. The Princess Bride is a great movie. It's one of my favorites. It's got so many quotable lines from it. It's a wonderful movie. The whole family will love it. It's lasted forever. I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's my quick pick for this week. Be sure to join us next week for another quick pick.